My reversal strategy is so good, it has hit 3 days in a row. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were all days that my reversal strategy has hit. And just to put this in your mind, literally on average, my risk to reward is 1 to 3. So majority of the times, it's actually higher than a 1 to 3. I don't think I've really seen one under a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So I'm just going to hop right into here, show you guys mistakes that people have made using this strategy, but also exactly what you are looking for this reversal strategy. And it works scary a lot of times. It genuinely scares me. So let's hop right into this charting and let me show you guys exactly one reason why this wouldn't work right here. Okay, so first and foremost, what you're doing is you guys know NQ and ES are tightly correlated. Okay, so what that means is you want to see where ES is when NQ is moving. So for example, right here, this is at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, right? So NQ is through here. What levels do we have? We have these highs. We just took these highs out. But notice where this candle closed, this 30-minute, way above, right? This is a 30-minute area of liquidity. This candle closes way above, meaning this is no longer valid, okay? So we are going to be targeting these next highs, and after that, this new week opening gap on NQ. Now, if you're looking at ES did the same thing, but also that is a lot further away from its new week opening gap compared to what NQ is. So you want to keep following through these levels, and you want to make sure that they are tightly following each other, or you want to make sure you know what levels what is getting taken out. For this example, we're in the middle of nowhere on both NQ and ES. So there's no SMTs, there's nothing. We're in the middle of no man's land. So we dropped down here, and actually I had someone take this on Wednesday, and I'm telling you the exact reason why I didn't. So after I do that, and we need to be in a solid level on the higher time frames, then we drop down, we look for low resistance liquidity. Then we look for a 1 minute or 2 minute or 5 minute inverse fair value gap to then take it to the downside. Overall, the point of this strategy is to catch, some sort of an AMD model where we have, some manipulation, we have some distribution in there, right? So when you're looking for these shorts, you're looking for distribution after price has been consolidating, right? So price hasn't necessarily been consolidating too much, but we did indeed take out a small draw on liquidity. But what has been happening, pretty much the entire day? We've been having these healthy pullbacks. This is the first healthy pullback of the day after this huge extension higher. Why would we think that market wants to reverse at this point? Makes no sense. We're at no area of liquidity on the higher time frames. It just took out low resistance. That is not enough for me to take this trade. But we also have a 1 minute inverse, okay? And this actually ended up not inversing. And I still had someone taking this trade. What are we doing? We're in the middle of nowhere. We have no solid draw on liquidity. And we're just looking at low resistance. Guys, without knowing where the market wants to go, or not necessarily knowing where it wants to go, but reacting with the market, seeing where the market is now, does this make any sense to take this short? Right? We had a healthy retracement. We're coming back, another healthy retracement to continue going higher. And that's exactly what we did. We ended up distributing higher. Now, what I want to show you is the good trade that I ended up taking on Wednesday. And then basically the same exact thing showed itself on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, guys. The same exact thing. It's just so easy. Now, what do we see here on the 30-minute on NQ? Look at this. We're tapping into a high draw on liquidity, which is going to be our new week opening gap. A lot of you guys know this is a super strong draw on liquidity. We usually react pretty solid off of this. What time is it right now? It's 10:30, right? Okay, what also do we see? We see a huge extension. How much of an extension do we see? In fact, we see the market move up 415 points. The market is going to be tired here, guys. Now, what's happening on ES? Oh, shit. ES didn't take out this new week opening gap, but we still did take out a level on liquidity. So this is actually a good point for both NQ and ES to start reversing. Maybe not fully reverse, but at least reverse. We need a healthy pullback on this 30-minute time frame. We need some sort of a healthy pullback. You will never see market just keep going higher and higher, right? You're just looking for these healthy pullbacks. So I'm going to go on the smaller time frame, and I'm going to go back to what we saw on the 30-minute here. Now, once we see us go into this level, we see us start to consolidate. This is when we're going to be starting to look for good levels to go based off of here, right? For, a reversal trade. So still consolidating, and now boom, we have a quick manipulation up into these highs, right? This is gonna be the 1 minute highs, and then we actually formed a 1 minute inverse fair value gap, which then got rejected right there. So then that's gonna be our entry on shorts right here. Stop loss simply above these highs. It definitely is a possibility that price wanted to continue going higher, right? Like up into here more. But at the end of the day, we're on really good levels on both NQ and ES, so I'm willing to take this trade. Stop loss above the highs, and for my take profit, you can either look for like some sort of a fair value gap, right? Because fair value gaps are proving to us that price is going to want to continue moving, lower to fill back these imbalances, right? So if I take my 50% retracement level, which I will do right here, look at this. This is right into this fair value gap. So I'm going to take my level and make my overall take profit, my 50% level, into this overall fair value gap for a 1 to 4.5, right? So exactly what I'm saying is now we're going to take this entry through here, and we're just going to let it ride out. Break even is usually some sort of a low, but here there's no prominent lows, so our break even is overall going to be resting at this first draw, or this first fair value gap is going to be our break even on the day, because if we do tap into here and start reversing, I'm probably going to be wrong on this entire manipulation. Like I said, we need distribution now. We need a full delivery here is what we need. So we start to consolidate, and now volume kicks in, and we go exactly where we want to distribute to. As you guys can see, consolidation, right? We come up, we manipulate some low resistance liquidity, and then just a couple minutes later, we end up distributing exactly where we want it to go. I mean, it's perfectly textbook, guys. ES, NQ, looking at the same exact thing. ES took out 30-minute liquidity. NQ took out new week opening gap. We had consolidation. We broke that consolidation. Then we distributed straight to the downside. This is as textbook as it gets, guys. It really, really is. And it pays the patient traders, because let's see, what time was this entry at? This entry was at 11:14, right? So we're not even during PM session yet. And then we ended up taking profit at 11:51. So this is a really, really quick trade. But at the end of the day, the average trader is going to be freaking out because we enter here and we're in drawdown. We're consolidating. We're in drawdown. And then we finally get manipulate, or that distribution leg to the downside. So a lot of people are going to be not as patient to wait this long in the day to continue being able to look at these higher time frame draws on liquidity, to be able to identify NQ versus ES, and then finally take a trade. Most people struggle with patience, but patience really pays off with this strategy. I'm not going to lie to you. But that is exactly how you can catch these reversals, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys a very basic example. If you guys want more examples and you guys are really interested in this, please leave a comment, and I definitely will come back and help you guys out one-on-one, or I can always help you guys by just posting more videos on this specific strategy. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, reversals work, these high time frames work, everything works. You just have to correlate it with itself and just simply be smart, right? Just react with the market and stop overthinking everything that you're doing. And with time, everything becomes better. Just like your skill of day trading will become better with time. So that is exactly how I use my high time frame draws on liquidity, low time frame draws on liquidity to take high risk to reward trades very, very effectively that end up actually hitting quite a bit.